Hello English Workshop. This is our weekly feedback video for the week of June 1st. So this week we have an activity on the benefits of being bilingual. So I'm going to specifically talk about the answers to the questions for exercises 1 and 6. I'll start with exercise 1. So the answer to number 1 is false, since they will only face temporary difficulties, and later on they'll actually enjoy certain benefits. Number 2 is true, because they tend to receive slightly better grades, if anything, so it's an advantage for these young students to be bilingual. Number 3 is true. Even though they might develop it later on, it will help prolong it. So if they get it, they'll get it later, and it also decreases their chances of developing that disease. So again, it is something good, and it is a benefit for those bilingual people. Number 4 is false. Adults might struggle more with accents, but because they have a larger vocabulary in their native language, they'll be able to link more words together, and they'll have an easier time developing vocabulary in the new language. And number 5 is true. It is easier to learn more languages once you have learned at least 2, because you can continue to apply the strategies and tactics that you used with the second one. So in other words, every time you pick up another one, it'll get easier and easier based on what they say in the reading. That does it for exercise 1. Now I'm going to transition to exercise 6. So in this exercise, they provided us with some sentences and then a stem, and we were supposed to rewrite the sentence with the same meaning but following the stem that they provided. So here we go. Number 1, they say, people say that the best way to learn a foreign language is to live in the country. My version, living in the country is the best way to learn a foreign language. Number 2, they gave us, people used to think that adults couldn't lose the accent from their first language. My version, it was believed that adults could not lose the accent from their first language. Number 3, they gave us, people estimate that over 1,500 different languages are spoken in India. My version is that it is estimated that over 1,500 different languages are spoken in India. Number 4, people estimate that only 20% of Americans speak a second language. My version, only 20% of Americans speak a second language, according to estimates. I kept the meaning and I followed their stem. And number 5, 100 years ago, people considered that talking to a baby in 2 languages was a bad thing. My version, 100 years ago, talking to a baby in 2 languages was considered a bad thing. So hopefully you can check your answers from the worksheet against this video. And if you have any questions, let me know as usual. Otherwise, I will see you next time.